players, man. Sleeping on them steps all night. Arguing over petty shit.
L block race, but they ain't never lovers. Bitches used to flee us like we all was suckers. Once we got some money, there was none above us. Dropped a single, now these bitches begging us to cover. Digital from weighing up on digit scales. Need 25K this month off music sales. Pick a prison, bet they listening in every jail. Prince Leem probably echoing through all the cells. His levels grew up beating out of dirty kettles. Being honorable ain't never get you any medals. All the rats pushing farms all through the ghetto. While the real niggas forced to always fucking settle. Now we made it, I can tell your bitch to pick a bezel. Skyscraping in the peaches, we can pick the weather. 90 in the Ibiza, but I'm wearing leather. For all the days I couldn't afford it, now my shit together. Sky is the limit and you know that we keep on, just keep on pushing on. Sky is the limit and you know that you can buy what you want, drive what you want. Sky is the limit and you know that we keep on, just keep on pushing on. Sky is the limit and you know that you can buy what you want, drive what you want. We out here, say the hustle is prayer. If the game makes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my babies at college plan, so they don't need no man. Far from timid, only make moves when my heart's in it. And let the phrase sky's the limit. Tired of all the gimmicks, tired of these niggas rapping about what they ain't living. Remember nights we slept out in the cold trying to get it. Rice and gravy babies, we was broke so we would split it. Bitches are bitches, we would share them, nigga, period. Ew, is you hearing this? All the niggas winning in my hood learn to mirror. Turn from a heroin provider to a lyricist. Everything I gotta build myself, that's why I'm arrogant. The day I find that bitch that understands I'm a marrier. Sky is the limit and you know that we keep on, just keep on pushing on. Sky is the limit and you know that you can buy what you want, drive what you want. Sky is the limit and you know that we keep on, just keep on pushing on. Sky is the limit and you know that you can buy what you want, drive what you want.
Let's go.
Yeah. Set them vibes right, man. Get them vibes right, man. So we want to welcome y'all to the Big Wolf Podcast where the big dogs talk, you know what I'm saying? It's your humble and gracious host, King Kahlih. I'm here with my co-host, Ny Artistry, and we got a special guest in the building. If you from Philly, maybe if you from Jersey, you probably know this nigga. Actually, if you from Atlanta, you probably know this nigga too, you know what I'm saying?
You probably know him if you from wherever.
Look,
like,
if you into podcasting, you probably seen and heard of this nigga legacy before. We're going to get into this. We got Prince Leem in the building, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Let's fucking get it, bro. So what's the vibes, bro? It's a new season, bro. Where you at with it?
Right now, you know, I just got things that I'm trying to manifest, basically. So I'm just keeping it all on the tuck for right now. But I got some music coming out shortly.
Some music.
Yeah, I'm going to bless them with a little bit of music.
So,
and then I'm going to start gradually turning up.
Tell the people a little bit about your background in podcasting, because you really low-key legend in these streets on the podcast game. Let's hear it.
Me, you know, I had the Happy Hour show with my co-host, Young Bob from Headshots. We had True Diva Kiki and Uptown Buck. And there ain't a person in the city that isn't notable that didn't come on the podcast, pretty much. Only person we didn't get is Meek. But we got everybody else besides him.
Give us some names.
So we had Kevin Hart. We had Spank Horton. I had Wallow. I had, who else I had?
Squad.
Spado, the week he came home.
Let's go.
We started the little thing for Quilly. Now we had him on there. We had Milano on there. We had everybody. It's not a name in the city that it's not familiar with people that hasn't been on the show. Even the upcoming artists, we work with local talent. We work with everybody as long as it's Philly.
See, that's what we do, man. You know
so that's how it was, man.
That's what we do. So let me ask you this, right? So Happy Hour show, what became of it afterwards? So now you're switching gears into becoming a rapper.
Right.
Well, you are a rapper, excuse me, and you've been putting in work. So
right.
When did you switch gears? What?
It was actually simultaneous. I was doing it at the same time. So I was doing the podcast, but I also had a song with Young Dolph out. So, you know, that was a thing that was really notable at the time. Everybody in the tri-state was starting to take real notice of me due to the fact that I had this feature with Young Dolph. Who is this guy? They didn't know me previous to this besides me being in the streets. So once I gave him this one, they're like, oh, and this motherfucker can rap. Oh, he can't be writing that shit. So, you know,
I'm just a typical nigga from the neighborhood.
Typical
You want to know
nigga.
one of the things that I always respect about you is the fact that you are so plugged in, but you so cool and low key, and you still show love to your people. Like no matter where the fuck they at in life, you don't never act big headed or like act like you're above anybody. But you really is plugged in, and you really ball like on some real shit. And you smart as shit, and I really see a bright future for you. And I'm fucking waiting for you to drop some shit like real rap.
Yeah.
Like
So
real
how
shit.
was it, bro, working with Young Dolph? Is it like what people say when they work with big artists? It's like a certain type of way. How did it go for you?
Well, honestly, like, I was hiding my arrogance at the time because I was running around selling every kind of drug, which I'm glad I don't do anymore. And I used to, you know, typically walk around with 20, 30,000 on me at the time.
Nice.
So I happened to catch Young Dolph downtown in Philadelphia at a store that's notable in the city. I think they call it Mitchell and Ness.
Okay.
And that's what, you know, people really fuck with Mitchell and Ness. So all the out-of-towners, when they come from anywhere, they got to go to Chestnut Street to Mitchell and Ness.
He
So I
already
happened to
had
be
it
in
in his
there.
mind.
So I happened to be in there, you know, Young Dolph's in here. I'm in there. I'm buying a little jersey and a nice little jacket. I'm like, damn, what's your name, Young Dolph, right? He like, yeah, he thinking I'm a fan, but, you know, that's not how I'm approaching him, but I'm just speaking. I'm like, damn, what do you charge for a feature? He like, man, I typically charge 30, 40,000, but, you know, if it's somebody in the city that would want to do it while I'm here, I probably do like 18, 20. I said, I got it on me right now.
Hold up. Hold up, bro.
Like what's up with
You had the
that?
Louis duffel? What
Like
you
what's
had?
up with that?
No, I had it on me in my
Yeah,
pocket. I
that's
was
my
fat
guy.
at the time, too. That's another thing. I was 340 pounds at that time.
Wow.
So I'm fat, so I got it on me. I pull it out, he like, hold up. He called his manager, like, hold, let me call my manager. He calls his manager over, he like, count that. He counted, I give him 10 right there. I said, I'll give you the other 10 when you come to the studio. He like, damn, he like, man, he like, all my time. He said, I done been to every state in the United States, and the nigga never did that.
Talk about it.
Walked up on me and paid for a feature on the spike. So I
Talk
respect
about
that
it,
shit.
man.
And that's Young Dog.
That's the only reason to have 10K on you, 20K on you. If you're not moving like that,
Yeah.
don't
No
carry
shit.
it, bro. It's
Yeah.
no point. That's hot, bro. So, how is it that you're able to maintain and also create all these relationships with these different people?
It's like performing a hat trick. It's like damn near impossible. I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
Damn.
And it's like when you want something, you got to just do it.
It be in nature. It's really in your nature. Like you really can. I've really seen you. Like I really knew Lean for like how long we knew each other for like
Since like 04.
yeah like heavy like long time. But no matter what setting you put him in, he know how to adapt. Like regardless of what the fuck circumstances is, or if you put him in front of some white people, he know how to talk to them. You put him in front of some niggas, he know how to talk to them. Like no matter where you put him at, he know how to adapt. So that's one of the things that he got that's above, and he not scared, and he not afraid to even put himself out there and on some real shit. Like I said, like he just gotta keep pushing the right way, like real shit.
And when people speak on your name highly like that, that's how you know you in the right lane. You know
Like
what I mean?
I only
Trajectory.
really naturally fuck with good people. Like people that's not really good, like for real, and smart and shit like that. I don't really fuck with. Like, but people I really fuck with and not like stamping their name. Like, no, they really somebody like real
Right.
shit.
All right, so tell me this: has it ever been a time where you were starstruck? You came across somebody on a surprise tip,
Just Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
That's my favorite rapper.
Tell us the story, man. How that shit happened?
Where was I at when I first met Jay-Z? I went to his concert. So I went to his concert. He had a concert at Boardwalk Hall in AC.
AC.
So him and Mary J, it's a joint concert. We there, 40/40's open. I'm in like the 5th row. Me and all my niggas from the block, we from Latona Street. We just came from Louis. We spent like 20 in Louis. This is like 2008.
Just how we carrying it.
And we spent like 20 in Louis between 5 of us. We went down there, joint Louis scarves and everything. It was popping at the time. All of that shit. So we slide down there. We in the 5th row. After the show, we go to 40/40. Hove, we in there dancing and shit like with bitches doing us.
Let's go,
Hove
bro.
bumped me. I'm like, oh shit. He dancing with Mary J on the floor next to us. I ain't even peeping. I'm like, oh shit.
Bro, Mary J was on her shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Her and Hove in there getting in the 40/40. Like,
Stop
oh shit,
it,
this
bro.
shit different.
Hov was two-stepping?
He was two-stepping, bro.
Damn, he that nigga, man. If he two-stepping
he
right,
was two-stepping,
man.
man.
Stepping right.
I was
That's
like,
hot.
damn, that shit crazy. Then after
Yeah.
that, I just kept bumping into him due to the situation with Meek. So after that, it's like, you speak, I speak. And then that be that. I met
That's
2
dope,
Chainz,
bro.
met a lot of people like
Yeah.
that, though.
So I got a question to ask because it's like people give 2 different views of Jay-Z. It's like Jay-Z the monster, like he's just for the white people, and then
Right.
Jay-Z, he thorough as shit, he for his people and stuff
Right.
like that. What view do you give on him?
I think he's for his people, man. He just knows how to play the game. 'Cause at
Right.
the end of the day, it's a game. And if
Right.
you don't play it, they're going to throw you out it.
Real exactly.
So if you don't know how to play the game,
you gotta play it the right way.
you'll never get where you got to go. I can't If somebody offers me a door, I can't say I want to bring you and you with me. Let me get in the door first, and I'm gonna bring everybody else once I'm established. Because now I got a voice, I got an opinion. My opinion means something. It holds weight. So if I say something, I could more so maneuver somebody in a direction I want them to go. Because that's how I feel I like to direct traffic.
Chestnut checkers.
Right, exactly.
And then the people that, instead of being like, yo, I'm bringing y'all two hone in, tap in while he getting his shit established.
Right.
So then when the time comes, y'all established in y'all fields and you're needed. I need you for what you do.
Right.
I need you for what you do. Niggas not understanding. You gotta fit a role, nigga. You know what I mean? Everybody's not a star. Everybody's not getting money. Sometimes a nigga needs to be that nigga to be like, yo, I'm a master this camera shit. You know what I mean?
Shit. No,
I'm a
real
master
shit.
this tech shit.
Right.
Because it takes everybody to come together to be a fucking team. And that's what I was saying. Remember I was just talking about, like, a little while ago, I was seeing how some people really sit and say that I don't need nobody. Like, I could do everything by myself. I want people to really stop saying that and really know that you really need people. Because if you're not doing it for nobody, who's you doing it for? If you make music and there's nobody around, who is you making music for?
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, when I get up daily, every day, I had to really think about this. Because I be sometimes thinking, I be like, maybe I don't need nobody. I get up daily to do this shit for my kids. For the people I love. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing.
So this piggybacks into my question, right? So Leem, is there a team to Prince Leem, or are you a one-man machine?
I feel like I'm a one-man band. Like, I got the syllabus,
You
I
give
got
me
the
that
xylo
vibe.
over there. I'm just going to do it. Because I hate depending on people. I hate me telling somebody to do something, and they don't take the initiative towards reaching that goal. Like, if you're not like that, goal-bound like me, it just doesn't work. Because I got to get shit done. If I see something and I vision it, I got to make it come to life, or it's like I'm killing my soul.
Yeah, life ain't waiting for nobody, nigga.
And that's kind of not what I meant, like, far as, like, you getting people to do your dream.
Right.
What I mean by is, your dream, like, when you fulfill your dream, you want people to notice you. You doing it for the
No,
show.
I agree,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So it's like you
I agree
always
with that.
need people, but I do understand from that perspective because, like, seriously, because I've been doing a lot of saying fuck people and doing shit all by myself.
Right.
Like, real shit, because I know that I'm gonna get it done. Like, even when I be folding, because when it comes to, like, paperwork and shit like that, like, I'm smart as shit. I can do it. But who wants to sit there and read shit and all that? Like, I don't like doing that shit. But now that I'm doing that shit by myself, then I got people come to me asking me to do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, I can do it, but I really have to take the initiative to want to do it for myself.
No,
like, real
definitely.
shit.
And not to interject, but I want to interject on that last statement that you made previous to what you just said. It's like, why do girls always say this? Now we're going to take it to relationship mode because they need to see some of this too.
Okay.
Why do you complain when your significant other posts a picture on social media and say they're doing too much and they're causing all kinds of issues, but then you post pictures and say you're not doing too much, but if you're posting pictures, you're clearly posting it to get liked. If not, why don't you take a picture and just save it in your phone?
I'm honestly a person that you can't ask that question because you already know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Too real.
No, you already know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
hypocritical, nigga. That's
real
what it
shit.
is.
But
I'm just
I'm not a hypocrite because I know for
That was a
fact-
rhetorical question.
No, but seriously, because I do want to say that about females too. I feel like that females do overthink things, definitely when it comes to social media, because a lot of things on social media be business stuff like that.
Right.
Let me post what I want to post on my page because you know this not really me.
Right.
On some real shit, like I'll post some shit, I fuck a nigga shit one day, and then the next nigga I'm telling y'all, I be capping. I love my nigga. Like I'm like real shit. Y'all know I love my nigga, but I talk shit or whatever. I say what it's
and on top of
entertainment.
that, I'm an
That's
entity.
it.
I'm a business entity. So
Right.
when you say my name, Prince
You
Leem,
have to
that's
be
a brand.
entertained.
So
You
therefore,
have to
I need the
entertain.
interactions.
Right.
Interactions brings me what? Revenue,
Right.
which drives sales.
Right.
So if I don't interact with these people on social media, how the fuck am I going to expect them to want to tap into what I am?
Bro,
no matter how
100%
big you
agree.
is, you want people to tap in.
That's
I
why
was-
niggas only fuck with girls that's celebrities when they at a certain level, because
They
they
understand it.
understand.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. A normal girl might not understand why you need to interact and engage.
Yeah,
and
we
all
need
these
the
different
engagements.
things.
I'm the it's different, kind of different for me because I'm the one who have to kind of explain to a guy, not now, but like in the past, that I dealt with that why I know so many niggas and why I deal with so many niggas. Like I've been in the streets forever, like for real. Like I know how to get my way. I know how to get whatever I want, just basically. And that's not going off of like fucking niggas, but I know niggas. I'm plugged in. I do a lot. So I conduct a lot of business. So I'm going to know people. I'm going to know the people to go to get my car fixed. Like I don't need nobody. Like I'm plugged in.
Right.
As well. So it's like I need to be with somebody that's going to understand, like, okay, I'm going to have a relationship with guys and stuff like that, but it's not on that type time. But let me do me. Let me post a picture with a nigga, because this might really be my peoples that's gonna look out for me when we need to be looked out for. Like real shit.
Right.
Niggas just
And that's
gotta
what
be
people
sturdy.
gotta understand. Is like if people
confident and sturdy, man.
if people was more had more expectations for themselves than they did for other people, then we would all live good. And I was a person who had more expectations for others before, but now in this moment, I don't have no expectations for nobody, because just because something feel so solely to my heart don't mean that person it feel like that to that person, because you're totally different. We don't feel the same. We don't think the same. I'm trying to make, when you're in a relationship, you're trying to make your significant other think and feel how you feel, but they don't. It's no way fucking
Are you
possible.
though? That's what you trying to do?
No, it's not like you try. What basically what I mean by that is like you're trying to make them understand, because when you two people are coming together, it's like y'all two totally different people. Y'all think two totally different. Y'all probably speak two different love languages. Y'all come together to try to make that thing work, or whatever the case may be. So y'all is trying to make each other understand each other.
That's true.
But you can't still have expectations and think somebody's supposed to do everything you want them to do.
Nobody owe
'cause
you shit.
Nobody owe you
Absolutely
shit.
not.
Like real shit. Nobody owe you shit.
You could be with someone 10 years, nigga. You don't owe her a marriage.
But this is the thing. I know what the mentality is we're used to being clans. So it's like a clansman's mentality. So it's like just because we're from Philadelphia, that's the code of Philadelphia. So just because you're from South Philadelphia, you're in an even deeper inner circle code.
Right.
I'm from the code of my house. So everybody has these connections like, oh, I feel like you're obligated to do something for me because we're from Philadelphia. And we're in a big world called, you know, the world and the universe, Earth.
world.
And it's all this stuff going on, and everybody has to feel connected. So they get upset about that. But you got to break out of the mindset of thinking that you're a part of anybody's clan, because really you're freaking your damn self.
Right. And it's like,
Once you
and
think anybody owe you something, it interrupts.
the thing about it, what it is people really sit around, because I've done it. Like I've sat back and I was like, damn, like why nobody won't, people know I got all this talent, like why nobody won't come get me and take me and drag me along with them? No, you got to get the fuck out there and do it yourself. And once you start doing that shit, people naturally vibrates to you.
Yeah, they're gonna
you don't
gravitate
have to look for no
you got the
fucking
light.
body.
It attracts.
You don't have to look for nobody. That shit just come to you. Like, only thing you gotta do is get up and do what the fuck you want to do, and it's gonna happen.
All right,
and
so,
believe that
so
shit.
let me ask this question. Do you have one piece of significant relationship advice you could just give to the general public that you think could increase the success out here?
Listen, I ain't the best. I ain't gonna lie. I try. I ain't no nut ass nigga or nothing, but I try. But I just think like this. You gotta be as open as possible.
Put your cards out.
Because when you don't, and communication, that's the main thing. I'm lying. Communication is key, because I know that's what lacks in most relationships. You got one person that wants to communicate, then you got the other one that doesn't know how. So when a person doesn't know how to communicate and you're trying to communicate, it's like you're both blocking each other's signals. So now it's just static. So if you could communicate better, I feel like anything would work. That's in any relationship, whether it be friendship, business shit, associatism, whatever you're doing, like, you got to have that communication or it'll never work.
And I agree with that. And another thing is like, between like when separating men and women, we really have to understand that we're never going to 100% understand the opposite sex and what is going through their head. We are totally different, like real shit. At the end of the day, that's just like on some real stuff. Like, we've been having a lot of conversations about, like, me and my friends about like birth control and stuff like that, and where how men have just be like, oh, get on birth control, but y'all really honestly don't understand the domino effect of the body when women are really on it, and how, like, when you're older and you're taking it and them too much hormones, like, women like get cervical cancer, like they gotta get hysterectomies and stuff like that. No, but I really, no, this is something I really want men to know. So it's not, it don't be a thing like women that really want to take care of themselves, they don't just be like rebellious against it, like, I don't want to take that. That shit does a lot to our bodies and it fucks us up. And I want y'all to be in an open mind of that when y'all just telling the bitch to get abortion, to get on birth control and stuff like that, because now it's different. Like, men, they got birth control for men now. Yeah. So now, whereas though it's like, seriously, no, I really want men to know this. They got birth control for men now. So if y'all want to be protected, y'all don't want no kids, y'all motherfuckers take it. Like, real shit.
This the thing, right?
Yeah.
I would never tell my girl to get on birth control.
No.
If you're on birth control, we gonna rumble.
It's gonna
Why
fuck
you
your
on birth
body
control?
up.
If we have 18 kids, that's what God, made Destiny, of course. He put us in position to have 18 kids. We're going to be able to provide sustenance for them.
But you know what? Everybody don't look at life the same, because some people look at, I don't have enough money for this. I don't have the means to do
That's
this.
the scary
And
ass
that's
niggas,
the
though.
no real shit. And that's why and people look at me as scary because I live my life so different. Like I live carefree. Like I know that overall I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be taken care of. Like real shit. So it's like I really live carefree. Like I don't give a fuck if I'm doing this day and I want to do something else different that day. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Because we're here. We're all here. It's just we're here for a life experiment. And at the end of the day, we take care of ourselves. And we got to go with our own hearts and our own heads. And if we stick with that, we will all be in good ass places. Like real shit.
Right.
Like I mean our inner selves. Like our real
Let's go.
inner selves. Like real shit.
So look, I'm gonna listen to my inner self and ask Leem this question. Bro, tell us about the Free Leem EP, bro.
Yeah, the Free Leem EP.
Give us some game, bro.
I was in jail actually, so it was just a little compilation of music that I like myself. So it was like my personal picks. I did it at the time I was in SCI Green. That's a state correctional institution, all the way at the end of PA near Ohio, somewhere in the fucking mountains, boondocks. But yeah, so I called home and I had people situating things for me and putting things in position. I said, drop this so the jails can have it. And that kind of started the wave for me really communicating to the jails.
Wait, you could hear the music while in jail?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they were buying my music in the jail. So all the jails listens to me. And that's where I'm getting to the next part. When I released the project SCI Green. SCI Green was specifically slated for the people that was in that prison and the people throughout the prison system. Because I named the SCI Green so it has a real intimacy to that specific jail. But then I explained the clanship, how everybody wants to be in clans. So by me doing that, now everybody being from Philadelphia and it says SCI Green, they're like, oh, we from PA. He got our state jails in it. Everybody's tuning in the prisons. And then what I did when I actually created the projects, I had people calling me to the streets and giving me interviews and saying things on the album. People in SCI Green.
Let's go.
It's big Crips in there. I'm talking about big homies from Pittsburgh. It's people who got multiple bodies. Dudes that was known for moving keys. They're on this actual tape. Even down to Vito. That's my guy too. Vito Corleone. He's from, you know where Vito is. You remember Vito, right?
No, tell us more.
Vito was the rapper back from Too Raw from the Streets.
I
They used to be
remember
going
his
at it
name.
with Meek.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Vito.
Vito, he got locked up for 3 homicides. He killed 3 niggas.
See, when he got taken out,
Yeah.
probably lost all
Yeah,
connection.
see, it's age, man.
Yeah.
He was the thing in Too Raw for the Streets. Vito was the one.
Raw for the street.
Yeah, so Vito, I got him on there. He's serving double life. He just gave one back. He about to get his last one back and come home. So, I got that dude. I got some dudes from Ohio that was getting money on there talking. Just giving introduction. So it's like an album strictly for the jails. So the jails respect it. It's not a prison in PA where it ain't at least 10 to 20 dudes with my album on there.
And let me tell
Actual
you how
Oh,
that is so fucking smart in a sense because all them big niggas got big followings
Yeah.
and big fans. So they're going to want to hear that album
Big
just
impact.
because
My OG
they
on here.
know.
So you don't even gotta know. You want to hear the lyrics and the lyricism once you press play, of course. But you didn't know that this was there before I plugged in people that know you, because I'm plugging into their clans. You gotta plug into people's actual functions.
Right.
Like, what do they like? Who do they know? All right. So if you know this dude's a big money dude that got a few clubs in North Philly, I'm gonna tap into him. Yo, listen, how you rent your club? Can you take some pictures? Can you give me an interview? Wham, throw that on the album. This is something that's associated with these people,
Listen.
man. Like, I don't know. I just think it's simple, man.
damn, bro.
Anytime I'm around this nigga, I want y'all to know he give me game. I'll be tuned in just like this, no matter if it's about music or just plain no business. Like, I'm always tapped in just like this. Like, this ain't nothing new. And I really talk to this nigga like 3, 4, 5 times out the week. So, me being tapped in like this is just not no front. Like, this is all the time. Like, real shit.
Right.
We making webs and shit. So let me ask you this, right? So in today's culture, it seems like the wave is drill music / melody music. Tell us about your influence. Like, how would you describe your lane?
I would look at myself more like on a religious level. Like, I feel like religiously the things that I'm saying are so relatable to the people that they can get something out of it. It's going to benefit you. You're going to feel like, oh, he understands my pain. It's consoling you. Everything about my music is melodic and intricate to the point where it'll grasp you and hold you. So that's what I just try to do. I try to be like a religious figure. I don't look at myself like a rapper to them, because we're not the same.
Spitting that game. See, you got had a plan now.
Real shit.
You
I
got the
told
plan.
you.
Did the plan come to you over time, or did you have to make mistakes?
I feel like it was destiny, so I really feel like a prophet of music.
Damn.
I feel like it was destiny, because I never wanted to be a rapper. The person that was a rapper was somebody that she knows intimately. It was my uncle. His name was Nair. And he got killed in my house in a home invasion. Somebody killed him, whatever the case may be, with his
I hear that.
3-month-old baby at the time. So he was a rapper. I never even rapped before him. and he was hot, like one of the hottest down there before it was really social media. So once that social media wave came, he would have been there, but he died right before it, directly before it. So when he died, or whatever the case may be, it's like all of a sudden I could just rap. Like it just went from not being
like
able to
you
rap.
inherited that shit.
Yeah, it's like he be moving like through me as far as with music.
And that's how like my shit the same way. Like I when he was doing this shit, I was fucking around with my brother. Like and he got killed, and I was like, I ain't never fucking with rap again. Like on some real shit. But it was like one of them times when I started going through my healing process, I rejuvenated back to music because that was the way there. Whereas though I started to kind of like deal with him getting killed. Like that was my therapy. Like and then it was like something came out of me, and it was like, yo, I'm really good. Like I'm like, yo, like. I'm really good. Like, where the fuck? I was amazed. I didn't even know where the fuck it came from. Like, real shit. Like, I didn't know that I really could really write some shit down until I was like, I mean, I'm gonna turn this shit to therapy. Like, say, like, real shit.
That's dope,
So that's
man.
crazy.
This shit relatable.
I never knew that you started rapping because of him.
man.
Yeah.
I remember him rapping back in the day, though. I really do.
He had a beat machine. He was making beats and everything. He had that shit down pat, honestly.
You really just took me back when you said that's why my voice cracking a little bit. But you took me back when you just said it because it's like I suppressed so much from that time, whereas though it was like
You just forgot about it.
I forget because but when somebody said it, I'd be like, damn, like yo, like for real, like real shit. That shit crazy.
That's the essence. That's what I'm saying. It's religion, man.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it don't sound like you would work with just any artists. You know what I mean?
I don't. I'm selective, but when it comes to my city, I work with anybody in my city. I don't care if you was trash. Like don't
Solid.
like what I like might not be what they like. What they like might not be what you like. So it's like whoever I work with, somebody is how many people in the United States? We got millions of people.
How many
if I can
demos
get
out
1% of those millions of people to like me, I'm rich. So it's like that's what I'm looking at. So you might have that 1%, you might have 1% of that percent. But if I can step on multiple people and then pull them up once I step on them, then guess where we at? We at a party.
It's a polite step. That's okay.
You gotta understand
Everybody
it that
been
way.
down with
Real
slick
rap.
steps.
No,
Right, you got to.
that's
Real
how you gotta
shit.
do that shit to elevate. So is there any artist that you're looking forward to collabing with in particular?
You talking about big or little?
However you want it, bro.
All right, I'm gonna go from the little to the big, cause you know I like the underdog.
Okay.
I like the young boy Sim Santana.
Solid.
I probably would work with him. There's a few other guys that I like in the city. You know, I always fuck with the Quillies and shit like that. I respect his lyrical prowess because he's really, really great when it comes to lyrics. You know, other things I might not agree with, but that's cool. Who you are is who you are.
Who you are.
But I
who
just
you
like
are,
to do
okay.
music, and you like to do music clearly because you're great at it. So I respect the fact that he has great level of lyricism, even though he's not where Drake was. But I feel like if he could, he would be a Drake.
Right.
Cause that's how great
A funnier
Quilly is.
version.
Yeah, a funnier version. Cause you know we from the city, so we got more swag. Drake is you know Drake my guy, but he's a little bland.
He's a little bland.
He's Canada Dry.
They
sometimes.
put a little cream in
Canada
there.
Dry. Oh, that was cute. Canada Dry.
Like seriously, like so you know, I fuck with them. So my next, if we step to the next level, I would like to work with Kodak Black definitely. I like Kodak. I like Kodak a lot, so I might do that. But I'm definitely about to work with Boozy.
Boozy. Both of them sound like connection moves too.
Yeah,
like
you
crazy
thinking.
connection moves.
Your wills is churning.
Because, bro.
But yeah, and another guy I like also is Blue. Young Blue.
Yeah, I fuck too Young Blood.
Yeah, now you catching my drift, man.
Okay.
You gotta read between the
Yeah.
Put
lines.
them on the hook. We might got one.
See what I'm saying?
I see the stuff in later.
You gotta
I
read
see
between
it.
the lines.
Okay.
Another person I'm working with is Cash Doll.
Cash Dog.
Definitely
yes,
gonna work with her this year.
Yes. Yes.
And I want to do a joint EP with somebody that can really, really, really rap. Really, really rap.
From Philly?
Somebody from Philly and one more person. So we can make it a little fake trio. And I can show the world something that's been missing.
Wow.
So that's what I want to do. I want to get somebody kind of like I'd say like a Davies, somebody like that. Somebody who could really, really rap, and then somebody from Philly and just do like a trio thing. And any great song that came out, we get the Beats Made original, use a little sample, and just burn everything down to show them every era. Whether it be the 50s, 40s, we're gonna have every style of beat.
You're
Like
not
every
gonna be
era.
able to do that with one Philly rapper. Everybody gonna want to get on that.
Yeah, they gonna try.
They gonna try.
You gotta wait to get in the heaven. That's a mine.
Real shit. Like,
Talk heavy, man. That's what we gotta do in life.
real
Man,
bad.
seriously.
So we about to do some
Real shit.
slugs because we need y'all money and we got business for days. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna start with Nah.
Well, y'all know Not Artistry, NY_ARTISTRY. Come look at my page. I don't know what I'm about to start doing some more other stuff. So just come check out what I'm getting into, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Prince Leem. You know, if you don't know me, you will soon. It's at Prince Leem, spelled PrinceLeem. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Deezer, Pandora. With your baby mom,
Right.
with your cousin.
Part-time.
I'm even with the kids at the park. So you can just find me anywhere.
All right. He with the kids at the pocket store. Like, everybody get $2, man. Every kid.
Yeah.
Man, go pick.
Everybody get a water ice.
Right.
You already know where to find me, man. My name is King Kahlih. If you want to look for some rap shit, look up King Kahlih on YouTube. We got the YouTube couples channel, that shit rocking. And we powered by Big Wolf Energy, man. So tune in to the next episode, bro.